Hey man, do you want to go play with the Earthlings today?
No way man, all they do is sit around and play video games.
You mean they do not play football and baseball like we do?
No man, the kids on Earth are lazy and do not play sports like we do. They would rather sit around and watch TV.
Does that mean that the kids there are overweight?
Well, many of the elementary Earthlings are overweight or obese.
So you are telling me that kids from 6 to 11 are overweight in South Carolina?
Yeah, these kids are nothing like us. They do not participate in physical activity. 20% of the children in elementary school are overweight or obese.
Wow, that is really crazy. Why would anyone not participate in physical activity? It is one of the best ways to keep your body from becoming obese.
The body mass index of individuals decreases a lot when you simply add physical activity to your everyday life. Why would anyone want to be obese or allow their children to become obese? That is crazy, man.
Well, since the Earthlings there do not participate in activity, do they at least have to participate when at school?
No, and school is the only place that children can be made to participate. The state of South Carolina, however, does not make children participate in the right amount of activity. The school setting is also a safe place where no rough physical activity would take place. If they do not recommend the right amount of activity, then they are taking away from the quality of life of these young Earthlings.
What is the right amount of activity?
Well, it is recommended that elementary Earthlings participate in 60 minutes of physical activity every day.
How much physical activity does the state of South Carolina regulate in the school setting?
Right now, the recommendation for physical activity in a school setting is 60 minutes a week for the elementary-aged Earthlings.
This means that they are lacking 360 minutes of physical activity a week. Get out of here.
Yes, even someone without 6 eyes could see that there is a problem with this amount. The 60 minutes a week during school also does not have to be physical activity. The 60 minutes could simply be physical activity education. This means that there is a possibility that the Earthlings do not even have to actually physically move during the 60 minutes of physical activity.
So what do you think should be done about the problem in South Carolina?
I would recommend that at least 42 minutes of physical activity a day should be put in place in elementary schools in South Carolina. This could be done on a daily level instead of a weekly level. It would cause children to burn calories every day. It would even make sure that physical education could be taught, and physical activity could be done along with this education. This would be mandatory for every grade level of every elementary school. This would decrease the obesity rate across the state.
Why only half the recommended amount of 60 minutes a day?
Well, by only recommending half the amount, then you could see the effect that the physical activity is on the obesity level of the Earthlings in elementary schools. Then the state could regulate for more time if it is needed. It would also help to show the Earthlings that physical activity is something that is fun to do. Then they would be more likely to become involved in after-school programs and activities.
I think that is a good idea, man. Why is it so important for the state to decrease this rate of obesity?
Obesity places Earthlings at increased risk for things such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, high blood pressure and high cholesterol. These are all very concerning public health issues, especially in Earthlings of this age. It would cause many complications when they reach adulthood, and not to mention a lower quality of life.
I heard about those things becoming epidemics. That is very sad that the state has not done anything to fix problems that are so huge.
Well, now that there has been such an increase of elementary obesity, 7 to 20% in 28 years, I think they may finally realize the need to change the current physical education recommendations.
I think that you should get these recommendations to the state and to the school districts. Let them know of the importance of changing the recommendations and implementing a plan that will offer a better public health plan for the elementary Earthlings of South Carolina.
You're right. Then we could go play football and frisbee with the Earthlings without worrying about them not being able to compete because of their obesity levels.
Yes, I just hope that they do not think that we are invading them.
It would not matter, man. Remember, if they are so obese, they will never be able to catch us. They will have to supersize their exercise instead of their meals to be able to catch us.